Hey guys, it's Knights Templar, and I was going to do a review over Watch Dogs to see what you thought how I liked the game, and I've done finished the campaign, and I will have to tell you, it was a very lovely campaign. I actually liked it better than Grand Theft Auto 5's campaign, and I've also heard that other people are having problems with Watch Dogs. Either they're not liking the game, or either they're having problems downloading it digitally. And some people, like my friend, Mr. Beef 16 has a problem with his digital download. I actually had the exact same problem as he did downloading things. If you download Watch Dogs, just keep out that the game is going to take a very long time for it to really download. And if it takes a while to download, then that's what you get for downloading a big game. But the thing is what he wanted to know is after he gets in 20 minutes of the game, it's the same problem I had. The game will automatically say installing update, and then it would say kind of like a percentage. I had to literally wait there for a very long time. I looked at the clock, 2 hours later, my install was done. And I was like, that's very long. I mean, this is not even in the install of Watch Dogs. This is really the install of the game. The game install was big enough, but after the install is complete and you go to play the game, it says that it needs to install more. But it's not a Uplay problem. It was never the Uplay. It was installing the rest of the pieces of the game that needed to be installed if you download it digitally. If you download it with disk, I don't think you'll have that problem, but I may be wrong. I've heard some people have complaints about Watch Dogs, I hear some people don't, and I'm not one of them that have complaints about it. The only thing I will say over my review is that Watch Dogs was a fantastic game. I really think people should go to play it. I like the game. It was just an amazing type of game. The multiplayer I've not played, but I've seen people play it. It was a very good and really good laid out type of game. If you play in multiplayer, it was very cool. Very fun. Put it that way. Sometimes I stutter because there's just no words to explain how good Watch Dogs was and how I liked it. And the only thing I would have to sit there and say is the dislikes I will give you is the fact that nobody really wants to sit there and have to use that daggum stupid gun wheel, like the wheel that you can change your weapons on. I don't like that whatsoever. The driving feels too arcadey. Grand Theft Auto's at least, was a little bit more better when it came to driving. You have to get used to the driving in Watch Dogs, but I got used to it pretty quickly. But otherwise, Watch Dogs' shootouts were pretty cool. It's just the only fact that Ubisoft needed to do was to make the game even with the shootout. Apparently, the cops are very overpowered in Watch Dogs. So people may disagree with me, that's fine, because everybody else has their own opinion. But when you play the game, you'll kind of figure out the cops are kind of like OP because they get these guys that are very good at driving the car, and not only if they're good at driving the car, they're also good at calling in the helicopter. And the helicopter stays on your tail until you could probably blow it up or disable it for it to have to go into a repair or whatever. Then you're good. But you have these cop cars that stay on you 24/7. They never get off of you. You have to trick them. You have to hack the street lights or the blockades just to get them off of you. I thought that was cool, but then again I thought that was very daggum irritating. The cops are just very smart in the game. When it comes to a shootout, I think it comes to OP because before you know it, the cops overrun the place. They have a bunch of shotguns, M4s. I mean, you already have these elite marksmen that have the M4s. They already have pretty daggum good armor. And you already have these cops that are, damaging a little bit with the pistols. And it gets even worse when you have these guys wearing Juggernaut suits. Literally walking in there with Juggernaut suits. They'll go in the middle of the open. If you're behind cover, they'll walk towards you. And if they see that, you're basically about dead, they'll start charging at you once they get really close to you. But the thing is not only do they have like this big huge armament, it's the fact that they also have like this very overpowered weapon of an LMG or a shotgun. Either they'll give them a Spaz 12 or whatever shotgun that is, or they'll give them an LMG, whatever LMG that is. And the LMG is very overpowered because I remember one time the guy was shooting 10 rounds and I fell on the ground dead. And I was like, you know, what the hell is like this? Like, I don't have a chance to fight this guy. And it isn't that they just have overpowered weapons or the overpowered armor, is that they actually assault you. Like, they literally run or they walk towards you, and they never stop or back off of you. They just keep coming towards you like there's some type of bulldozer. And it's really a big pissant. So you have to spam the grenades or the C4 just to kill them. And another thing about the cops that's very overpowered is the fact that you have to sit there and look out for them CTOS stands. The things are very annoying and you have to dodge them. If you don't, you'll be pretty one happy person when you get caught by the cops. The jammers, they only have like 5 to 4 of them. Once you run out of the little CTOS jammers, they're back on you and they can catch you. And I really wish they give you more jammers than what they actually give you in the game, but they don't, so that's the bad part. And a lot of people are, just like I said, disliking and liking it. I don't know what other way to tell you, but I love the game. I support it. It has great soundtracks, great audio, everything was what I wanted. GTA kind of failed me. I did not like GTA, I actually hated it. It was one of the stupidest games I played that was an RPG game. Watch Dogs gave me the game that I've been wanting to play for a very long time. They gave me a game that I thought what GTA 5 was going to be, and the map is really huge in Watch Dogs. Not as big as GTA 5's, unfortunately, but that's fine because the map is pretty daggone big enough. Usually Grand Theft Auto, I know my place from the back of my head. I can go GTA 5, GTA 4, know wherever I go. I could also sit there and play other GTAs and know where I'm at. But Watch Dogs, the map is so diverse and so complex that you literally have to use a map to get where you're going, and that's not such a bad thing. That just means there's more places to do. But that's my review of Watch Dogs, and the game is really awesome, and I'll be posting up a new video soon of a soundtrack of Battlefront, hopefully, if I can get that up and going. And if you want to learn more of the Watch Dog news, subscribe to this channel and I will be keeping you up to date about Watch Dogs if any new DLCs will be coming out, because I did get the season pass, and I will be looking upon doing some game reviews over the future DLCs if my Xbox One can record right, because it's been really pissing me off lately at the recording thing. So I'll catch you guys later then, and enjoy the rest of the clip if it's still there.
You say that's the safety valve?
And a little more. Once you're inside, you pull the trigger, lights out, Aiden. And if we're lucky, and I'm as clever as my CV says, you'll get a lock on Damien's location.
That's all I want.